This game lets you play as 50 Cent.
Fire in the motherfucking hole, bitches! What the fuck?
Not again.
This game should be incredible. I mean, it has 50 Cent in it. And I don't know why, but I never got around to playing it until now. And it wasn't even on my radar until I started digging around to find more 7 out of 10 games to add to my list, and I found a real mixed bag of reviews.
13 years later, that is a good game for today's standards.
There should have been a candy shop level.
I always thought 50 Cent was just how much they thought the game was worth.
Why is the main villain killed off halfway through and replaced with another we don't know?
Gears of War, Ghetto Edition.
And now that I've played 50 Cent Blood on the Sand, I totally get why this flew under the radar. I want to give a big thank you to my channel members for supporting me to make videos like this one. 50 Cent Blood on the Sand is a third-person cover shooter developed by Swordfish Studios. It features 50 Cent's own licensed tracks, which I won't be playing in this video for obvious copyright reasons. Originally intended to be published by Vivendi, the game started off development as a Tom Clancy title, but Vivendi didn't own the rights to the Tom Clancy name, so they switched the team over to working with 50 Cent because 50 was what all the kids were into. This was 50's second video game entry after the mildly entertaining Bulletproof for the PS2.
New York's finest, yo.
Vivendi eventually merged with Activision in 2008 and the game fell into limbo until THQ picked up the publishing rights.
THQ.
And just like everything else THQ touched at the time, Blood on the Sand was a complete commercial flop, selling only about 60,000 copies at the original $60 price tag. When the game released in February of 2009, 50 Cent's relevance with hits like In the Club and PIMP had long faded, and the release was sandwiched between a whole bunch of more appealing releases like Street Fighter 4, Killzone 2, Resident Evil 5, and Fear 2. And it's not a bad game, but when you see a shooter featuring 50 Cent, your mind immediately conjures up images of a balls to the wall, insane, wild fucking ride. But instead, Blood on the Sand is just average.
We'll be in touch.
You are new here, so let me give you one piece of advice. Trust no one.
50 Cent and G-Unit perform a concert in some unknown Balkan country. As 50 walks off the stage, he gets a call from the concert promoter named Anwar saying that he can't pay the promised $10 million, and 50 and G-Unit show up to threaten Anwar.
10 million. Shit, it's fucking payday, homie.
Anwar promises 50 a diamond and pearl encrusted skull as payment, but before they can leave, a paramilitary group shows up and steals it. Shooter? Shoot the shooter. 50 and G-Unit team up with Anwar and go on an Indiana Jones style adventure to find the thieves, get the skull, and along the way kill many men. Many, 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 many men. Overall, it's a pretty straightforward and surprisingly fun arcade shooter reminiscent of Army of Two. The game has a co-op option where the second player plays as a member of G-Unit, either Tony Yayo, Lloyd Banks, or DJ Wookid. The real members of G-Unit unfortunately even lend their own voices to the characters. And aside from a few funny lines, you'll hear the same tiring shit over and over again.
Holy shit, lay low! They're definitely on to us now.
All the staples of the cover shooter genre are here: dodge rolling, popping out of cover to shoot enemies, swapping between cover points, and blind firing from cover. And the blind firing is almost too accurate. You can just beam enemies at long range without exposing yourself. The cover system has some janky quirks to it though, like for some reason you can shoot the cover that you're pressed up against. And I've never seen this happen in like any other games that I've played, but at least in this game it's harmless. That is, unless you have an RPG. Okay, what the fuck? Taking inspiration from Max Payne, killing enemies fills your gangsta meter, and hitting Y uses the gangsta fire. There is no way I'm gonna get through this sentence without laughing. Taking inspiration from Max Payne, killing enemies fills your... Fuck, I can't get through this sentence. Taking inspiration from Max Payne, killing enemies fills your gangsta meter, and hitting Y... I can't stop laughing through this sentence, it's so stupid. Taking inspiration from Max Payne, killing enemies fills your gangsta meter, and hitting Y uses the gangsta fire slow-mo ability.
You don't stand a chance.
As you kill enemies and destroy certain crates, you'll earn money that can be spent at these payphones to buy new weapons, and it's a really bare-bones system as evidenced by the menu. There's also a melee kill animation when you hit the B button. You'll do these mini quick time events where you hit the B button a few times for 50 to do some hand-to-hand combat. And you can have 5 different animations equipped, and you can buy more from the payphones. And these are oddly satisfying. But they also bug out like crazy. Anytime you initiate these, the game tries to place 50 and the enemy in specific spots for the cinematic camera, and sometimes that means putting you inside a wall. You can also buy taunt packages from the payphones. Clicking the left stick makes 50 shout out the taunts.
It's over, motherfucker. Punk bitch. You motherfucker. Step up, pussies. Fucking die.
I don't think they like us being up in here, 50.
Well, we ain't leaving till I get my skull back from that bitch Kamal.
There's not a lot of these scattered around in the early game, but in the later parts of the game, they're everywhere. They're perfectly placed for when you're ready to buy some upgrades, switch the style up, and if they hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile up.
Holy shit, the frame rate just went to absolute ass when I fired this thing.
As you fight through the encounters, you'll also see these objective pop-ups. Complete the objective in a short time limit and you'll be rewarded with some more points, along with grenades, molotovs, and incendiary or explosive rounds. And I actually thought this was a pretty fun mechanic. I mean, there's never anything that's like too crazy, but having that one little extra thing to try to focus on keeps it pretty interesting. And I needed it. I played this on the hardest difficulty and I found it incredibly easy.
Oh my god, I just got lit the fuck up.
There are these janky driving sections sprinkled throughout where you drive through the city, smash into enemy vehicles, and your co-op partner shoots for you. Just slam on the gas, smash a few cars, and be sure to hit the jump.
Yo, 50, jump over that big ass ramp.
There's also a section later on where you and your partner man the miniguns of a chopper and rain down havoc on the enemy AA vehicles and technicals. Multiple times throughout the game, you'll get to the end of a chapter and you'll fight an enemy helicopter as the boss fight. You'll do this like 3 or 4 times throughout the game and it's never any different. The helicopter moves erratically from side to side, making it difficult as all hell to hit it with RPGs. And the audio team really drove home just how fucking mind-numbing these moments are. Even the final boss is a helicopter.
It's showtime, bitch.
Now you really starting to piss me
You
off
want
here.
this, you piece of shit? Piece of fucking shit.
And when I was doing research to write this script, I found an article from one of the developers where he mentions that the game didn't have helicopters in it until very late in the development. The team only added them because 50 Cent's 6-year-old son played the test build and said it needed helicopters. And 50's response? You heard him. Hey yo, shout out to that 6-year-old for liking helicopters, because without them, this game would have been boring as all hell. The rest of the game is just an average third-person shooter with bad voice acting and easy encounters. Normally, I'd do an abridged recap of the plot, but I really don't want to. 50 and G-Unit are in a foreign country, someone steals the skull, he wants it back, and so begin several hours of chest-high walls and fighting helicopters to get it back. The plot is just set dressing for 50 to deliver some terrible voice lines.
50 Cent, aka Curtis James Jackson.
My name is for people close to me, man. You don't call me that.
But I do want to show this part. After taking down the main villain's chopper, 50 chases them down, then kills them, and then you'll never guess how the game ends.
I'm a motherfucking rider. I'm a motherfucking rider. I'm a motherfucking rider. It's not how the fuck I gets down. Me, I'm a rider for real. Ugly bitch, is it? I keep my hands on the steel. Let's go home. For real. Go ahead, dick, and I won't when I will.
That's it? That's fucking it. You could have taken 50 Cent out of this game and made it just anybody else, and it still would have been the same game. If you're gonna use 50 Cent, make it way more over the top and exciting. It needs to be a magical, crazy, out of this world fucking thrill ride. But at least there is some charm here. It's a perfectly serviceable game. It's fine. It's actually a pretty good time because it's got so much charm to it, but it's just not over the top like you'd want it to be. It's a little rough around the edges. It definitely wasn't worth the $60 asking price, and anyone who spent that on it probably wants to tell 50 to go fuck himself.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?